What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Creamer of Wrexham. This is episode number 29, and we have another big one coming up. As you'll see here, yeah, Cambridge absolutely thrashed us in the last game of the last episode, beating us 7-1. Saiku Jana scoring 5, tormenting our defence, and we look to bounce back with a big game against Wigan. Of course, if you are signed up to the Patreon, you would have seen this episode a day early, so you will see these games a day early. If you want to sign up to the Patreon, the link is in the description of this video. Loads of cool perks and features over there. Go check it out. But after that big defeat, it was a bit of a humbling result, I'll be honest, because we're playing all right. You know, the results have started to drop a little bit, but as we can see here, the board's confidence is still very high. 98 rating. They wanted us to compete for promotion this season, which is what we're doing. We've already completed a couple of their objectives already. They also want us to reach the round of 16 in the FA Cup. Our first FA Cup game will be coming up in the next episode, so excited for that one. But today it is full focus on the league as we take on a Wigan side in the first game away from home, who, you know, there are so many now sort of sleeping giants in these lower leagues, teams that have fallen on hard times. And we've already beaten some of those sides away from home. Portsmouth, Derby, MK Dons, maybe not so much, but Portsmouth and Derby were huge teams back in the day. And Wigan, another Premier League side, famously won the FA Cup, beating Man City 1-0. That seems like an absolute lifetime ago. But now they're down in League One, looking for a return to the Championship. They are in the promotion playoff spots just like us, so this is a huge game at the DW Stadium. Can we collect yet another scalp on our away days? We are undefeated away from home still, and we look to add to that. Well, Paul Mullin, this is the man you'd want on that chance early doors. Ball cut back from Belaber, but Mullin's shot crashes off the bar, keeper nowhere to be seen, and then PM10 has another chance here, but his shot is dragged wide. On top early stages, though, looking to bounce back and respond after that awful game against Cambridge. The less said about that, the better. We move on from it. We try and find a result into the second half. And again, it's the visitors who are on top. Belaber finding Bennett and Jewison Bennett. Whoa! What a finish. Only a second league goal, but Bennett gives us a 1-0 lead just after the hour mark. Signed from Sunderland. He dropped down a division to join Wrexham. Such is the pull now that the Welsh club have. And he's been growing throughout this league season. He has grown stronger and stronger. I'm seeing him have more and more impacts on games. And he grabs a goal there as we make a triple substitution with 10 minutes to go, trying to see the game out. Morris on, as well as a couple other players. But yeah, Jewison Bennett, he's been fantastic recently. And Mendy looked to release him actually down the left with just 5 minutes to go on the clock. The ball was given away. And now we're going to get into work. Surely this isn't going to be costly. Humphreys into the box. He's backing up against Hayden. Oh my word, Wigan have scored. Well, we've dominated this one. Created plenty of chances. Hit the woodwork in the first half. But when you don't take your chances, you will be punished. And Thomas O'Connor right at the end there, I actually thought he'd scored the winner. But it came off the stanchion behind the goal, and that was the last play of the game. Wigan grab an 88th minute equaliser to snatch 2 points away from us. Both teams come away with a point, and it's another game without a victory. That one feels like a defeat, though. We had played really well the entire 90 minutes. If you want to see the entire 90 minutes, by the way, I know a few people enjoy seeing extended highlights and longer footage. I do also upload full uncut episodes onto Patreon, so again, check out the Patreon in the description. One of the tiers, you can, as well as other features, you can see the full uncut versions of these episodes, so you can see the entire game. You can get more of a perspective, so easy for me to say, more of a perspective on the game and the outcome, and then also see the bits that we do off the pitch as well that perhaps I don't include in the episode. So once again, check out the Patreon if you want to see some more bonus content like that. But yeah, I thought we played really well against Wigan and deserved the win, but unfortunately, we didn't get it. And we head back home to the racecourse now. Last time we were here, Cambridge battered us 7-1, so we look to right the wrongs of that result and beat an Oxford side who are struggling themselves, but we are struggling as well. We haven't scored more than one goal in the last 4 games, which for someone, with a team like Paul Mullin and the players around him, we're scoring goals for fun. But unfortunately, we're hitting a bit of a dry patch. We're just looking quite flat at the moment. Not seeing much from my attacking outlet. And obviously, if your forwards aren't creating much, there's only so much your defenders can do. And unfortunately, well, the defenders would be left a bit red-faced here as Oxford take the lead. Harris bag in his 7th goal of the season, and the visitors have a 1-0 lead before Nathan Lloyd is forced into action, making a smart save in the second half. Then we make a couple of subs. Pritchard and Morris on for Lee and Bolton look to make a bit of a change. Pritchard on the ball here. Beautiful switch from the veteran. He finds Mendy with loads of space. He finds now Bennett, and we've got men over if we can work it well. Belabor into Mullin. He's got a man on his shoulder, but it doesn't matter. Paul Mullin gets on the score sheet, and we are tied here at 1 apiece. 19th league goal of the season for Paul Mullin, and once again he digs us out of a hole. Great play. Pritchard, the substitute, involved, and here he is again. Pritchard to Morris, the other substitute. Oh, the shot's saved, but Paul Mullin's there with the header, and we've turned this one on its head. Both substitutes having really big impacts. Pritchard involved in the first goal and the second goal. Morris involved in the second as well. His shot was saved but parried into a dangerous area. And Paul Mullin grabs his second goal, his 20th league goal of the season. And from kickoff, we're looking now to seal the victory. Mullin to Belabor. Carlos Belabor. That is what you call a misery compiler. 2 goals in a couple of minutes. And we have turned this game on its head. 3 goals in 16 second half minutes have seen us claim the points here. Mullin with a brace to get his 19th and 20th of the season. And then from kickoff, we win the ball back. Belabor plays it into Mullin. Mullin, beautiful pass into Belabor, who runs through on goal. Puts it past the keeper, and that seals the 3 points. We were saying that we haven't scored more than 1 goal in 4 games. We get 3 here in the second half to turn this one around. And that could be a huge 3 points for us. Honestly, a confidence boosting 3 points. We've had a really good start to the season, but recently we've hit a slight, we're risking hitting a dry patch. So those were huge 3 points for us. First win in 5 in all competitions as well, which pushes us back up the league table into 3rd, as you'll see here. 35 points, but 2 points off Blackpool, who beat Wigan, actually a massive game there. Plymouth beat Rotherham to move up to 4th as well. So Rotherham are looking beatable, but they are looking very, very strong as well. As we look at the the stats for League One, Mullin, 20 league goals in 19. He has double 2nd, 3rd and 4th place goals. Absolutely crazy. Jacob Mendy, top assist, 7 assists in 18. Most of those coming from corners, as we know. And then Lloyd, 7 clean sheets for Lloyd. Been really impressed with him. He is definitely growing into this season as well. As we head into the 3rd and final game of the episode, again, as we look to add to our unbeaten away record, 5 wins and 4 draws. I think it's back-to-back away draws, though, after that late equaliser at the DW from Wigan. Another big sleeping giant, I'd say. Reading, were an ever-present in the Premier League for a couple of years and then dropped down to the Championship and were there for a long time. But now they're playing their football at the Madejski Stadium in League One. Can we grab another scalp here? Well, we make 4 changes coming into this one as it is a midweek game. In come Ryan Morris and Pritchard, who both had incredible impacts in that turnaround against Oxford. And Barnett and O'Connell also come in. Well, early doors, 4 minutes in, Belabor gets the ball. Paul Mullin is found. He tries to beat the keeper at the near post, but it's a good save from David Button in the Reading net, but a very good start from the visitors, who are always good starts on the road. However, Nene, not quite sure how this one got through, but it beats Lloyd at the near post, and Reading take a 1-0 lead early doors. So despite us having that early chance, Reading lead, and we have to come from behind once again. 2nd time in a row we've had to do that, and Paul Mullin, well, he may have 20 league goals. He could probably have 30 already, because he's actually missed a couple decent chances as well. Again, on his left foot, the 2 shots that he missed in the last game were on his left foot. Against Wigan were on his left foot. He hit the bar and dragged one wide. That one, though, was a clear 1-on-1, and he's put his shot wide. Such a good opportunity. And then we actually almost concede a second, a sliding tackle, but Lloyd intercepts before, on the 65th minute mark, We're trying to work our way through. We're trying to force an equaliser. We recycle the ball. Pritchard into Mullin. Well, this guy is just inevitable, isn't he? Paul Mullin. What a man. He makes it 21 league goals on the season in 20 games. This guy is incredible. But Reading would go down the other end as we're looking to go on and maybe win this game. Reading silence those away fans, silence any chance that we had of a comeback and restore their 1 goal lead as they now lead 2-1. A really nice first time finish. But again, I'm kind of disappointed in Lloyd. We were just bigging him up, but unfortunately he hasn't covered himself in glory. And well, speaking of not covering yourself in glory, O'Connell has had a mare here. The cross comes in, and his attempted clearance, goes straight to the Reading player, and he converts before the Royals would actually get a 4th goal. A cross deflected straight into Smith's pass, and he beats Lloyd at the near post. 3 goals at the near post, something that Lloyd needs to work on. He's not the tallest, and perhaps that's being exposed here. His reach isn't too great either side. Elliot Lee would have a great chance just to give us a bit of put a bit of respect on the scoreline, but his shot is straight at the keeper. And the first away win and the first away defeat of the season is tasted. It took 10 attempts, 5 wins, 4 draws on the road. We eventually do lose, and it's a heavy defeat as well at the Madejski Stadium. Reading handed us a 4-1 defeat just to put them up to mid-table as well. So it was a game that we probably would have been expected to win, but unfortunately we do not. As we see down the bottom of the table, it's very tight there, 3 points separating the bottom 5. But up towards the right end of the table, we are still up there, 4th in the league right now, 35 points. We're now 5 points adrift of Blackpool in 2nd, though. Obviously, don't forget, it is only the top 2 that go up automatically this season. 3rd through to 6th are in the playoffs. Overall, though, still a decent start to the season. We're heading towards the midway point, and we are on 35 points, well in with the promotion battle. And that's where we want to be. That's where the board wants us to be. But that'll be it for today's episode 29. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, drop a like. Leave any comments if you have any suggestions. The transfer window will be coming up in a few episodes' time. So if there's anyone you want us to sign, drop a comment down below. And like we said, don't forget to check out the Patreon as well. It's free to join. You can become a member for free, and then there are cool bonuses as well that you can subscribe to. So check out the Patreon in the bio, and I'll see you in episode 30 very soon.